are amazing things. They hold us up, they support us, they make us strong. But bones have other uses. In the past, bones were thrown by diviners, seeking out the mysteries of the future. Now the bones are cubes, made of plastic or resin, but they still reveal things to us. As they fall from our fingers and rattle across the table, the story becomes clear. Welcome to Bone Throwers Theater, an RPG actual play podcast.
Hello and welcome back to Bone Throwers Theater. This is Johnny playing Chine North.
And this is Jeremy playing Julian, Illix, and Bear.
This is Jeff playing Jerr Lan.
And this is Aaron playing Sam Feluge.
This is Ellie playing the hot Archie.
Oh, who was it? Cary Grant? His actual name was Archie Leach.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm. There you go. And I'm Jordan, and I'm playing Archie Leach. No, I'm playing a whole mess of black vans rolling up to cause you all trouble. So what do you want to do?
Where's the specialized weapons at?
Julian.
Well, let me just pull it out of my pocket.
Okay, that's what I'm waiting for.
Julian's gonna point to Katari's body and say, Jerry, pick her up.
Alright.
Yes, follow me.
Go ahead and make a physique roll.
Looking out the window, how many vans?
3.
Can we see how many people?
You can see that several people are in the process of entering the building, and you can hear footsteps.
Okay.
13.
You pick her up without too much difficulty.
In the center of the complex, there is like a trash chute.
Okay.
It stinks. Not like trash smell. It smells like charred flesh smell.
We want to know why.
No.
Okay.
What time of day is it?
It's morning.
We just spent all night at the
Black House.
Black House. We really need some sleep.
Yeah.
So Julian's plan is to tie a rope and try and get everybody down the trash chute.
Okay. And you have rope, I'm assuming.
Yes. Into the garbage chute.
There are no Dianogos.
Oh, I was just about to ask.
Alright, so that sounds like it would be a coordination roll. Coordination roll to tie off the rope in an appropriate manner. And then everybody would get to make climbing rolls!
Since it's part of a survival skill, can I use my survival to tie off a rope? I mean, wilderness survival, you have to tie a rope.
I will allow you to do that. I was just trying to look for survival in the...
Well, on the skills.
Yeah.
It's under perception, but...
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Oh! 9. No, 10.
Alright, you think that the rope knot will hold?
Here we go.
Who wants to go first?
Sam offers to go last because I'm going to leave a surprise for him before we go down.
So, Sam's going last.
I'll go first.
Okay.
So climbing.
I don't know how I'm going to carry.
14.
You managed to get down the rope. You do pick up a blister or two along the way. Because I don't think you have gloves.
No. Next.
Okay.
I'm not sure I can carry her down by myself.
Have you guys combined your powers to make rain clouds yet?
No,
No.
we've combined our powers to freeze things. I will float Katari down.
You trust Sam to do anything with Katari.
I don't know that that's such a good idea.
Go ahead and make a shade roll.
11.
Okay.
I only roll well for shade.
Well, Archie's strong, aren't you,
Archie.
Archie?
I mean,
You're an
I'm gonna
android.
toot my own horn. Yeah,
Would
I'm
you
strong.
Would you be able to carry Katari on your shoulders?
I can try.
How big is this shaft?
It's like a Hershey Park water slide, baby.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's pretty big, actually.
Because this is like an actual courtyard in the building, and this is then going down into the trash.
His body shoot big.
So it's big enough to dump a whole bunch of large, like, cabinets and bodies. And
Does this go all the way down to the sewer?
no, it goes to a
Dumpster.
giant dumpster in the middle of the courtyard.
Okay.
And
Beer is
incinerator.
full of cheese.
Geronimo!
First. Very won't likely finds down there.
The rope is safe.
There's some clanking and clattering of mineral deposits.
Jeff, you go next.
And 8 character point.
So you're about
15.
How many stories up are you?
3.
Yeah.
Are you using a character point?
Yes. Character point.
12.
So you feel about a third of the way down, your hands start slipping. But you're able to brace your feet and start like walking your way down rather than just like sliding down the rope.
Cool.
Takes a little extra time and you all start to hear boots coming up the stairs. Bear is going next.
Oh. There got a 4.
You're really excited about the idea of cheese. Just really hasty. About 20 feet up, you let go by accident. And, thankfully you're an android and you're not really serious.
Yeah. And I'm used to diving into dumpsters.
Yep, exactly.
I don't have full correction into dumpsters.
Fits your character.
So next is Archie.
With Katari.
So they're in there nice and tight.
Yep.
And where?
The shack.
Well, Katari's not that large, and Archie's...
Talking about a water slide?
Yeah.
Those things are huge. You can fit more than 2 bodies in there.
Oh, can you?
Depends on the
I roll
water
again if I
slide.
roll a 6 on my wild.
That's right.
Depends on the water slide.
24.
You're actually... You're smooth sailing for you. It's like you've done this before or something.
Just the whole thing. It just wraps one leg around there. And
just-
just kind of like, shh.
Dun, dun, dun.
Should have been how, like, Jerr, the guy who literally slides down a fire pole on a regular basis.
That's a fire pole, not a rope.
Difference.
There is a huge difference.
Julian's got to go.
Oh, Julian.
Yep.
Julian, go down the rope. Ooh, he goes down the rope.
He didn't beat me down the road.
He goes down the rope. It is his rope, so. 25.
Yeah, I guess you get down okay.
It's okay, yeah.
We'll allow it this once.
What's target number 15?
Okay. Sam is going to do Consuming Darkness to coat the area in darkness, if you will.
I attack the darkness.
19. Target 15.
You're able to set the darkness,
Okay.
and now you can climb down the rope.
Nope. I'm going to untie the rope,
Okay.
and then I'm going to use a fate point.
Because I think I've attempted to fly and failed miserably before.
But that way they don't know where we went, even with the darkness.
Yeah.
What's your target?
20. I don't know. Whatever Jordan says it is.
What's his target for flying?
No spells are that high.
Yeah, I don't think so.
45.
20 something is the highest.
Right.
So, yeah, you got it.
Flight difficulty 16.
So as far,
Well,
as,
if I had known that.
as far as the spells go in this game, that is a higher difficulty.
Yeah.
Yeah, magic is relatively easy to use, all things considered, once you crack the code of how to develop a spell.
I just remember that last time I tried to we're in the train station and I floated.
Yeah.
Dragging your feet.
So I remove the rope, drop the rope down, and then float to the bottom.
Your savior, Sam, has appeared.
I'm a leaf on the wind. It's still too soon, always.
It's always too soon.
It's always too soon.
You do start hearing yelling coming from upstairs.
Okay.
And then we're going to try to skedaddle out of there.
So what's in the dumpster that makes it so...
Smelly.
Well, I mean, wet drywall.
There are bones.
Aminal bones. Human bones.
They're human bones.
Alright, so to the sewers!
Our good friends, the sewers.
Yes.
You at least need to sneak out of the courtyard. There's not a sewage grate in the courtyard.
There isn't?
There isn't.
Where's our convenience at, GM?
Well, first off, you answered your own question.
Roll tactics.
How big is the courtyard?
I would imagine that the courtyard is probably about 8 meters by 15 meters.
Okay.
So we gotta roll sneak.
Yep, you gotta sneak across the courtyard.
Oh, not bad.
Oh. 5. Alright, 2.
You have 3 character
Can we
points.
use pencil?
That way, thanks.
Right. Like if you're trying to... Jeff, what did you get?
I got a 9. Wait, a 10.
Ooh. What did you get, Aaron?
28.
Good gosh.
He is a sneaky.
Designated sneaker.
That is his
Oh, I didn't
special.
roll
Ellie?
there.
17. Not bad.
I got 11
11.
with 3 character points.
Bear and Julian got a 14.
Okay.
All of us barely make it.
Sam is
Oh,
gorgeous.
of course, Sam.
Archi is wonderful. Chime and Jerr.
Just barely.
Yeah, it's so close. So close.
So we barely made it up.
Now you barely make it out of the courtyard.
When we get to the sewers, I speak up. So I have this set of explosive charges.
Aren't you the expert on that stuff? Isn't that what you did?
No, I never blew things up.
Johnny, you keep projecting that onto Sam's character, and that has never been the case.
This is for special forces.
Never blew things up. It was like clandestine work. It was like up close and personal. This is too messy. But I got it.
Nope.
No.
I don't know anything.
I have my basic training understanding of it.
That's what I have. All right, back in my pocket.
This calls Ninja Turtles.
Because we spend a lot of time in these
You
sewers.
really do.
Where are we going?
Good question.
Back to our previous base of operations.
I just want to get equipment and go home.
Your equipment is probably in the military base.
You're
Chalk
probably
that up
not
as
getting.
loss.
Yeah, you're probably not getting that back.
Dang it. Damn council.
Let's go back to Healing Hands.
The Healing Hands chop shop was found out by the fire drakes. I don't know if we want to go back there. The school,
It's the safest place.
safest place as long as we're willing to trust everybody in our present company. Unconscious people included.
There's a holding cell there.
There's a holding cell there.
That room,
That room is
so
terrible.
much death in that room.
Right.
Did you kill the fire drake that you had locked up in there?
He died.
He died.
The
It is
the
unclear
elemental
on what
left him.
actually killed him.
Yes.
Sure. Okay.
Julian was messing with him.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, that's as long as we're willing to trust everybody that's in our present company.
As much as I ever have.
Thanks.
For that backhanded compliment.
That was extremely reassuring.
Coming from him, it is.
Let's go there.
Back to the school.
Back to the school.
To what school?
Just follow.
Just follow us
Okay.
It's where we've been hiding out.
for not even a full night.
It's where we hung out the longest without anybody finding us.
Yeah.
No, that's not true.
No, that's not true.
Chop shop. A whole 2 weeks
Yep.
The question is, did they already know that we were there, though?
at the chop shop.
We may have. Did we mark where the school was on the map?
It was near the hospital, I think.
Yeah.
Near the hospital.
So we got a long walk ahead of us.
Yes, we did. It's down here.
That's the closest place on the map for us to walk to, actually.
So it takes you a while to get to the school.
Yeah.
It's not like we can take the aqua rail.
Not with an unconscious body, too. And a faceless android.
An unconscious body, a faceless android, and all of our faces on the wanted list.
Not all of our faces are on the wanted list.
Mine is.
Is
All of our
Archie still
faces.
carrying Katari?
Yes.
Okay.
If you want to.
I was going to say, that's the question. Is our team
It was splash.
Ooh.
If you don't want to carry her, I will.
That's okay. I was just asking.
Alright. If we make it to the school, no issues.
Oh, you forgot to mention the Foot Clan.
Yes. Yeah, the Foot Clan shows up. Yeah. Krang shows up.
Yes!
Yeah, you make it back to the school, okay.
Do we want to try stomach putting her in this holding cell? Sam wants to hold Katari somewhere. If not killed.
That's Sam's compromise.
Yeah.
Yes, that is Sam's compromise. Katari does not get to be let free.
Julian agrees.
Is this where we also had the cold storage room?
The freezer?
Where we, yeah.
Yeah, the freezer where we had another dead body.
It's probably still cold in there. It's just the
Husk.
a few hours later. Well, it's probably at least midday when we get there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would imagine, since it's been all morning.
So I would agree to keeping Katari in the freezer. Put her on ice.
Will ice hold air,
No,
Sam?
no,
No.
nothing holds air.
What about Earth?
Nothing holds air.
What about Earth?
Oh, what holds Earth? I don't know. What holds Earth? So to hold fire, we needed ice. So
A combination of
air and water. I mean, do we want to continue that trend that you need two elementals or two elements to hold any of the, or we keep the thing that ice holds them all?
It's what we got to go on right now. It's the easiest one, and I don't feel like clearing out hundreds of dead bodies. The place smelled so bad.
Give it another few days, it should just be rotted away, and then open
Months.
it up. Open it up to the air so it can get some air out of there.
Air does everything good. So yeah, let's put her in the freezer.
I like how they neutralized air in the Codex Alera. They would bury them, they would contain them in earth. Because air can't penetrate through the ground.
Well, that's actually what I was thinking.
Which is valid.
But she's an earth elemental.
I'm not concerned about her using air to escape.
Yeah, I just want to make sure that we know where she's at, that she's kept secured.
All right. So she's locked up in the freezer.
Because I'm assuming that if she tries to break out of here and starts trying something, that you guys will all start to agree that she needs to die, rather than just let her break out and do whatever she wants.
The point is, her earth elemental's sick, infected by water and air.
The point is, killing Katari won't do anything to the sick elemental, unless Shade wants to disclose how to actually kill an elemental.
Shade says it can't be done.
I know Shade says that.
So, if Katari breaks out of here and tries to kill someone, where do we draw the line on whether or not Katari needs to die?
Nobody wants to try and convince him to actually tell
Self-defense.
the information.
So, if Katari tries to kill me, I can kill her.
Within reason, yes.
If she looks at you funny, that doesn't constitute...
Yeah, exactly.
So, if Katari tries to kill you, I stand aside. Only in self-defense.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Justin's
I mean, you
just
can
shaking
help
his
detain
head.
her, but if you cannot prevent her death in the case that she attacks,
God, the only person allowed to kill her is me. Because I'm the least likely to kill her.
What about Bear? Is Bear the... Well,
Well, it depends on
Yeah.
what's going on around there.
Bear would never do it.
if he has his bear, he's fine.
Oh, yeah, man.
Bear's elemental.
That's a good way to put it.
what about Archie? Would Archie kill? Just to kill?
Do you have any motivation to kill Katari?
Nah, no, I got no problem.
And with that decision, we're going to go ahead and take a quick break.
Welcome to Very Random Encounters, where we play tabletop RPGs and randomly determine as much as possible.
Remember playing with Legos and swapping the people's heads and limbs to create horrid abominations that God forgot?
Our show is what it would be like if those rejected attempts at the human form had to go out and save the day.
We turn the nonsense into a story with a nice message, like how friendship is stronger than a mind-controlled goblin jazz band.
Hey, that's a thing that really happened.
Find Very Random Encounters wherever you randomly determine to listen to podcasts.
And we're back, and Katari is secure, maybe, hopefully.
For now.
In the freezer.
She's still sleeping.
What are we all doing next?
Julian is going to go back to that command center that Sam had started setting up.
The mystery board room?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And I'm going to say Bear, in an attempt to scrounge around looking for food, stumbles across a room that looks like a lot of computers in it.
Computers are interesting.
I'm going to look for a place for us to, sleep.
Congratulations, you find beds.
Sweet.
You find 100 dormitory rooms.
Each of you can have your own room.
Then I'm going to suggest to everyone we should get some rest while we can.
Sam.
How long has it been since we've slept?
Well over 24 hours.
At least a day.
Okay. Time to sleep. I'd agree with that.
Yeah, it's been about 24 hours.
All right, so we'll go ahead and we'll let you all sleep unless Chine and Archie have something else they want to do.
I can wait till the morning.
It's midday right now.
Oh.
You know what I need to do? I need to wait till night anyway, so.
What did you say Julian was doing?
Julian's and he was just going to go there just because that's a central location, not to actually do anything. So he's probably passed
do we
out
have
on a
power
chair.
in this building or not?
I was going to find out in a second.
Okay. I don't think there is at this point. All right, so you all sleep. Yep. Sam, you wake up in the middle of the night. You want to do espionage things.
Yes. So I am headed to a dead drop location where I've been waiting for a package to be picked up.
Okay. Where is the location?
It's actually over by what used to be the Slippery Weasel.
Oh.
So I'm just going to go ahead there and very sneakily, very stealthily pick up my package.
Okay.
While I'm there, I'm also going to leave a note. And I'll send you the information on that note.
Okay. Go ahead and we're going to have to sneak across the town. 3 separate sneak rolls.
Okay.
Because you're going to have to get past a few checkpoints and all that. Success for this is going to be 12.
Oh, okay.
Not bad.
12.
Check number 1, you sneak past just fine.
17.
You're good.
Okay.
And then your final.
15, 18.
Cool. So you make it to your dead drop.
Yeah. Is my package there?
Go ahead and make an investigation roll.
10, 12.
Perfect. Your package is there, waiting for you.
I'm going to open it up and take stuff out of it.
Okay.
And leave the
packaging where it is.
Yeah, leave the packaging. Well, yeah.
Sounds good.
And then I'm going to leave my note and I'll sneak off again back to the school.
Okay. Go ahead and make 3 sneak rolls. The higher target number now because you have sensitive information on you.
15, 19.
Barely good enough.
16.
Yeah, you might want to roll that.
20.
Good. Perfect.
Okay. And when I get back, I find myself a nice little place to hide away from everyone else and peruse the material.
You find the school library.
I am looking for a place to hide so that way I'm not
stumbling across people.
Yeah, and no one's stumbling across me as I'm looking through.
Something more secluded than the library.
Yeah.
Maybe the locker room or something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, locker room will work.
Okay, sounds good. You are perusing materials.
Okay.
Do you have questions about the materials?
Yes, I do have questions. So what are they?
That was good.
It is profiles on fire drake activities.
Okay. Is there any reference to the members of the group that I have been working with? Any of these guys?
Any of these guys? Yes.
Who?
Chime.
Okay. And Choller.
Chime is explicitly mentioned.
Okay. As being connected with Fire Drake activity.
Yes.
Is there any connection with... What are we, the mole rats? Not what's the...
The mole rats.
Yeah, is there any connection with the mole rats?
Even or odd?
Even.
No, it's a 6.
Of course it was.
So it's an even.
Yes, there is a connection with the...
Okay.
So here's what you're finding. Fire Drakes are receiving funding from paramilitary organizations.
Okay. And specifically the mole rats.
Yes, they have received some funding and equipment.
Oh, okay. I think Sam would kind of expect that. Are there any names repeated throughout?
They keep on repeating Chime's name, actually, as the reviled who refuses to acknowledge his elemental.
Okay. I think I'll hold off on the rest of my questions.
Another name that is mentioned is Vester North.
Would it be possible to remove the pages that mention Chime by name without making it seem like stuff has been removed?
I mean, it would be really hard to cut pages out of Choller's diary.
Choller's diary is in this packet. Okay. Like his whole diary from like birth, or like his diary from the past year or the past week?
It seems to be a single volume that only covers from about 18 months ago to about 6 months ago.
Okay.
Right when he kidnapped
Yeah.
Are there any mentions of myself?
No.
Okay. I'm going to bring it back and bring it to the command center
Okay.
and set it on a shelf.
Okay.
On his way back to the command center, would he pass a room with the computers?
Yeah. Valid.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's dark in that hallway, but you see some flickering light coming from one of the rooms, and you hear like the static of electricity.
Okay.
And you hear this sort of processed voice. You can't tell what it's saying.
Okay. Yeah.
And then as you get closer to the room, you hear like the sound of a tape measure, like when it closes.
Like the zipping
Oh,
noise.
retracts.
Yeah.
And the light stops flickering and just as bright.
Stays bright?
Mm-hmm. Stays bright. And then you hear Bear's voice. Whoa, what is this?
What you got in there?
I don't know. It's like a wall of light.
It's a bank of computer screens.
Yeah.
He snuck off while you were sleeping.
Kids.
That rascal.
You never know where you're going to find them.
Maybe we should move our command center in here.
I mean, it's not doing anything.
Yeah, maybe we could use them for something. Do you want to bring them with us?
Sure. He picks up the computer.
I was waiting for it.
The monitor.
He picks up the table with the computer on it. Doesn't unplug it, just picks
No,
it up.
yeah, he doesn't unplug it. He just picks it up. And acts
Starts
like he's
walking.
going to start walking out of the room.
I mean, what's it plugged into? The wall and...
Mainframe. I mean, like,
Oh.
these are like...
So this is a big mainframe
These are big,
type.
bulky, 70s style computers.
Okay, okay.
Computers, no internet.
Right, right.
So if you want to use it to process calculations and everything, that's great. But I'm not sure it's going to provide you the information that you're looking for, like in terms of web searches. And
Oh, yeah, no, I wouldn't expect it to.
We could go retrieve a dead android body and see what we can do with it.
You're really pushing this theory.
There's lots of things you can do with a dead android body.
What are you guys doing? We're looking for bodies. No! So, Bear's going to walk out with just the computer monitor. I mean, did you unplug it at all?
Yeah, I unplugged
Okay.
it as you were trying to walk away, because Sam would make sure things don't rip. And then goes to the command center with the book.
About halfway there, Bear would realize that it's not doing anything anymore, and he's just sitting there in the middle of the hallway holding it up and going, shaking it. It's like looking at it, it's like, what happened?
It's unplugged.
Unplugged?
Yeah, this little cord.
What's it do?
It goes into like a hole in the wall. That's where it gets electricity.
So we can make it work somewhere else?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. And he keeps walking.
That's all Sam does.
And that's all Bear does.
Or you're still heading back to the control center?
Yes.
Whenever I wake up, I want to look for the security office.
Okay. Go ahead and make an investigation check.
Okay. What are you doing with security office? I mean, because you already said you disabled all of the cameras that you could find.
I want to enable the ones outside the complex.
Might not be such a bad idea.
7.
You wander around for a pretty good hour looking for it. It's not as easy to find as you would have originally thought.
Yeah.
Seems like one of the biggest pranks in the school was to swap the signage from one point to another. So that makes it a little hard to find things every once in a while. But you eventually track it down.
Okay. So in there, I want to get back into the camera systems.
Okay.
Enable the camera systems so I can view the outside of the perimeter of the complex.
Okay. Do you have any kind of computer skills?
Just my basic.
Just your basic 00001?
Exactly. Ooh, that was a bad roll. 6.
All right, you have about half of the cameras turned on. You think that some of the other ones might have been destroyed in looting and everything like that, but you wouldn't be able to tell unless you went out to actually take a look at them.
Okay. I want to try one more thing of programming, not to turn on the cameras, but to see if I can program it to trigger an alarm if it picks up anything outside the perimeter of the building. 8.
That seems to be a little bit beyond your knowledge.
That's fine. That's fair. I'm not a computer programmer. I'm just trying.
Right. A little surprised computers is not actually listed on the skills.
Yeah, it has tech
Yeah.
and security.
Yeah. Both are fair to use. All right. Jerr.
Yo.
What you up to?
Has it been long enough for me to have slept?
I mean, technically half an hour is long enough to sleep.
And get rested?
If you're Jeremy, yes.
It's true.
I have witnessed this. I'm actually going to go check on Katari.
Okay.
She's cold.
She's very cold. You might want to roll medicine just to see how she's doing.
13.
You open the freezer, and it seems like something just like a blizzard happened in there. And in the middle of the freezer, there's an igloo.
Katari?
She's asleep in the igloo.
Well, at least she's still here and alive.
Is there still a husk of a body?
I mean, yeah. It might be buried in a snowdrift.
Okay.
I'm going to check her vitals.
Okay.
Should I roll medicine again?
Yeah.
It's a 5.
See it on the table.
That's a decent roll.
No.
No, it wasn't. A 6.
She seems to be in a coma, but it looks like the elemental is sustaining her.
Okay. Well, that's good. I'll go and see if I can find anyone else, see what they're up to.
Yep. So we'll leave you looking for other people's. Archie, what are you up to?
Now she's done sleeping. You wake up, Bear's not there.
I am actually not going to look for Bear.
Huh?
Okay.
I'm going to look for Julian.
Okay.
Well, then you find Bear.
Oh, of course. 2 birds with 1 stone. Is the bird still there?
Yes.
And then I find Julian as well.
Yep. You're able to find
Julian is
Julian,
still
Sam,
asleep.
and Bear.
Julian is asleep. He's like
In the control room?
Yes, in a chair somewhere, and he doesn't look like you would assume no one could sleep in that position, but he is fast asleep.
Cool.
So as you walk into the room, you see Bear sitting like Indian style on the floor. The bird is on his shoulder. He has created like a pyramid of computer monitors, and he's just sitting in front of him. Is like, I can't figure this out.
Sam in the control room?
Yeah.
Were you sleeping?
No, I'm still looking through the notebooks.
Well, okay. Well, this has been going on. He's been like leaving the room, coming back with another one, leaving the room. That's what you see Bear do when he
Bear, what are you doing?
was trying to create this cool wall of light that I saw in the other room. And then Sam said we should take it with us. So I'm trying.
I'll leave you alone for a few hours, and this is what you do.
He didn't try to eat anything.
Are you okay? Do you have a fever? I'm gonna try to wake up Julian. I'm gonna be like, okay, kid, I need to talk to this guy over here. And I'll shake Julian awake. Hey, excuse me. Hey.
He's got his arms crossed, and his head is very slumped over, and he kind of jerks up, and when he does, his hand comes out of his coat pocket, and he's actually got his pistol in hand. He's like, what's going on?
I need to talk to you.
Okay, about?
What you said back in the apartment building.
About your elemental, and he puts his pistol away.
Yes. I found out all this information about myself in one day, and I'm expected to understand it. I don't. What is it you saw inside me?
Were you aware that you were a proxy? That you had an elemental?
Was I aware that I was a fire proxy?
Yes.
Well, yes.
Okay. I don't know, this whole android thing is pretty new to me. I've only seen one other android, and that was just for a brief moment. But now, apparently, the city is... They may be everywhere. Who knows? But anyway, elementals. Those are kind of my big deal. I don't like them. Most of them are up to no good.
Something happened in your past. What's your problem?
Past, present, future. Anyway, I have no idea how elementals work with what you are. So, all I know there's something different about your elemental. That could be just how elemental works with your kind, but I know how they work with humans, and I don't like how they work with humans.
My kind.
I mean, you're not human.
Who says I'm not just because I look like this? I can be whatever I want to be.
I roll up. I said you're not.
Look, the rest of us here, besides you and this kid, have flesh, have blood, have bones. We don't have gears that define how we move, how we look. We don't have what I'm assuming is a computer program running who you are. Or is it the elemental that determines who you are? If that's the case, that's even a little bit more disturbing.
I've had a normal life as far back as I can remember.
How far back is that?
Are you listening to all this, Sam?
I think I'm ignoring most of it except for words that are spoken louder.
Yeah, because this guy over here, he really knows about far back.
Yeah. Talk about over 200 years far back. How far back?
Since I was 16.
How old are you now?
26.
Only 10 years?
You hear Bear from the other side of the room. 3 weeks.
Oh, well.
Stay out of this, kid.
Sounds like you're missing the first half of your life there.
So you have no idea where you actually came from.
Did you have parents?
Well, that's what I'm doing. That's what I was doing. That's my whole... I'm trying to find them.
Oh.
Why am I telling you?
Because I'm concerned.
For my kind.
For living
What do you know
people.
about Huracan?
Who?
Huracan.
Huracan. What do you know about Huracan?
What is a huracan?
One of the things we're trying to find out.
I have no idea.
None whatsoever.
Nothing.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Huracan.
Oh boy.
Huracan is what?
Hold on. Don't move.
You think we triggered something?
What does the elemental look like right now?
You see a lot more the black banding that you noticed before. It's starting to look more like a zebra.
The elemental is changing.
Also, it's shifting from yellow to blue.
It's getting hotter.
Huracan.
Where's Chime when you need him?
Huracan.
Sam, you still think there's nothing wrong with this one?
Did I just hear it yell, shout? Are you shouting or are you just...
It's getting louder.
It's getting louder.
And louder.
In the background, you just hear banging on, keeping your
come on! Do you think that one needs to die too?
Huracan.
No.
I have no idea how this one actually works.
The bird leaves Bear and flies over and lands on Archie's shoulder.
Welcome back, Julian.
Huh?
Huracan.
That was Archie said that out loud.
I think so, yes.
Welcome back where? What do you mean?
Huracan.
See, this is what I'm talking about. This is how it started talking in the tunnels.
Huracan.
Yep, just like that. You may need to put this one on ice. Is it still getting
I don't know.
darker and
The freezer
hotter?
is full of an igloo.
Nothing can stop me.
We've heard that before.
I want to take over Bear for a moment.
Yeah, I was waiting for because I was teeing it up for you.
Bear walks over, undoes his port, and goes up to Archie.
Override procedures initiated.
No, please don't.
The jack shoots out and spikes through behind Archie's ear.
Julian, like one of those things, like when someone stands up and their chair flies back.
Yeah.
From behind him, he stands up, chair flies back, and immediately the pistol is out, and he's pointing it at Bear.
Bear opens his mouth, and the chittering sound of like a binary tone, and then both androids fall to the floor. And the bird flutters and lands right on the middle of Bear's forehead. And with that, we're going to go ahead and close off this episode.
Thank you for listening to Bone Throwers Theater. Our cast is Aaron, Ellie, Jeff, Jeremy, Johnny, and Jordan. We are releasing this podcast under a Creative Commons Attribution, Non-Commercial, No Derivatives 3.0 Unported license. That means you can share the podcast, but please do not modify it or try to gain financially from it. If you would like to visit our website, you can do so at bonethrowerstheater.com. If you would like to send us an email, you can do so at bonethrowerstheater@gmail.com. Our Twitter handle is bonethrowerstheater. You can also look us up on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And until next time, may the bones fall ever in your favor. This has been a Nerd Circle podcast production.